What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? How's your Saturday doing? Or maybe Sunday where you're at. My day is going by real fast this day. This day going by real fast. So we streaming. We got this here Go Back Piper Turbo Arrow 3. We gonna live our best life. Fly this damn thing from Sacramento to Lake Tahoe. At least that's what we're gonna try to do. I think we're gonna get there. This landing might be a little sticky. Might be a little iffy with the landing, being that it's offset by 5.5 degrees, and I haven't done too many of them, but hey, it's all good. What's the worst that can happen? It's a simulator, right? I got my handy dandy Turtle Beach flight stick, got my mouse, got keyboard, got you, got me, we got the airplane. Let's do it. Before we get up in the air, do all those YouTube things that we always ask for. You know what I'm talking about. Do all them YouTube things. Alright. I'm still streaming tonight, by the way. Don't let this fool you. I'm still streaming tonight. But I wanted to do this. I haven't flown this plane in a long time. And it was calling me. It was like, Greg, go, get inside me. Get inside me, Greg. I was like, okay. All right. I'll be right there. All right. Let me pull in a route. This is a route. Oh, it's already here. This is for a different airplane. But I wanted to get the chart for the landing. This is the landing that we're doing today. And we can't type this in. It has to be pulled in from SimBrief. But yeah, we're going to fly up to this Palisades. Fly down here. Pick this highway up and slide right on into Lake Tahoe. We can see it's offset by 5.5 degrees. So it is what it is. All right, let's get going. Let's get this bird in there. All right, parking brake is set. Gear selector is down because the wheels are down. That's very good. All my avionics are off. I got bad news about this Garmin system here. We'll get to it when we get to it. Alright, mixtures are lean. Magnetios are off. Let's turn this here battery switch on. Alright, we got plenty of fuel in both tanks. Annunciator panel is annunciating. Alright, let's turn this here battery switch off. Let's check our controls. Good, and good. Alright. So all that is good. Let's check our flaps. Let's go outside. Make sure our flaps are doing what they need to do. Alright. Flaps are flapping. That's good. That's good. Alright, let's check our trims. Elevator trim is on neutral. Alright, let's do our exterior walks around. We know everything is good. We know it, but we gotta check it anyway. Wow. One tap of the button. Alright, we got our luggage. Doors open. Come on now. Work with me a little bit, buttons. Definitely not as smooth when you use the buttons on the keyboard versus the Xbox controller, but it is what it is. Alright, that's all good. Let's go back inside. Alright, just want to make sure the buttons were still doing what they were supposed to do. Alright, so let's remove the tie downs, chocks, and towing bar. Let's close the engine oil door. As long as we got over 6 quarts, we're good. Alright, let's close the cabin door. Make sure that's closed and latched. And let's close the baggage door. Alright, very good. Alright, let's check all our circuit breakers. They look like they're all in. Alternate air is off. Let's move the prop lever to max. And we can use either right or left. They both had the same amount of fuel, so we will just leave that there. Very good. Let's start the engines up. We got a cold engine. So let's move the throttle up about 1/4. That's about 1/4 there. Let's put the hair battery switch on. Hair battery switch. Put the alternator on. Put our beacon switch on. Put our navigation lights on. They should be over here. Alright, let's put the fuel pump on low. Alright, let's move the mixture up until this peaks. Alright, and then we can move it back. Propellers, are you clear? You are clear. Start you up. Alright. First shot, like that. Throttle to 1500. Alright, that's pretty damn close. Fuel pump is still low. And then we'll check the oil pressure. Fuel pressure. Oil pressure looks good, very good. Put our interior lights on. Let's talk to ATC, find out. Oh, we gotta turn our radios on first, that's right. Alright, landing lights as required. We don't need any of those yet. We can put on the anti-collision lights. Alright, let's turn all our radio equipment on. Let's turn on COM 1, NAV 1. to turn our transponder on. Let's turn ADF on. Bendix on, and let's activate this. Now the bad thing with this GPS 100 system is I'm 99% sure that you cannot input waypoints, alter your route, do any of that. You have to build it from the front page. I'm 99% sure. I spent a few hours today, well, not a few hours, about an hour actually, looking at the actual owner's manual for this thing and the Justflight manual, and there's supposed to be some sort of cursor that goes on this screen where you can interact with it, and there's no cursor that shows up, so I don't believe there's any way to interact with this other than basic functionality. We can use this waypoint here to find the nearest intersections, airports, VORs, ADFs, waypoints, things like that. We can look at our route, we can click on nav, and that'll give us basic information, our track heading, ground speed, pressure outside. Right now it's 29.98, so we need to set that here, 29.98. Looks like it's actually already set. So just got basic info, heading, wind. I mean, this info is good. Don't get me wrong. Fuel flow, speed, but it just doesn't. It doesn't work in a way where you can actually interact with it, change your route, anything like that. If you want to do that, come up here and interact with this GPS icon here, and it will change it to like the regular Garmin systems. I think it's got the 430 and the 530. I think. All right, we'll set the heading indicator when we. Oh, actually, we might need to set that thing now. What heading are we actually? We are at about 340, about a 348 heading, I guess. Yeah, that looks right. 348 heading, and we want to head on a 74 heading for our first VOR capture, so that's about there. Alright, now let's find out the
Capital Ground Sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo Echo with Yankee request taxi to the active departing straight out.
17 right, alright. We plug 17 right in Navigraph here so I can get the heading.
Taxiway, Charlie Sub, Sierra Charlie
From
Romeo
68, alright. $29.90 right now. So that equates to about 10-13 roughly, so we don't really need to change it. It's actually 1012.53, so I mean we really could change it by like a touch, but alright, we'll test the parking brakes as we're going. So this is all done. Alright, we'll test this when we get closer to the runway. Let's go ahead and taxi on over. Parking brake. See you, Billy. See you next time. Watch yourself. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy, my man. This plane is a lot of fun to fly. This plane is actually more fun to fly than the Turbo 4. Turbo 4 is actually a little more difficult to control. You can read about it in the About section. I was wondering, like when I was flying these two, why the T-wing on the 4, I thought that would have given it like more stability, but it's like actually a bit more difficult to control. Damn, slow down, Davey. Come on. I know you're trying to get to Lake Tahoe, but you know, let's do it safely. Safety is rule number one, Davey. Whoa. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's a nice little airport, this Sacramento airport. I shouldn't say it's little. It's actually looks like it's got more ground than BWI where I live, which it might. I mean, I would imagine Sacramento's a busier area and airport than Baltimore, Washington, being that Washington D.C. actually has like 2 huge airports right there, you know, Reagan International and then Dulles, which are both big. I mean, Dulles is bigger than Reagan, but still. And we speeding around, we getting ready to go off-road. Oh shit. Oh, did I miss 17 right? I think I did. Hang on a second. Skirt. Did I miss 17 right? I really have no idea where it is. Okay, here we go. 17 right. You almost missed it. All right, let's just hold off right here. We'll do our little test. Alright, let's go back inside the cabin. Alright, parking brake is set. Mixture is rich. Props are at max. Let's set the throttle to 2,000. Come on, 2,000. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's reduce the magnetos. Alright, that looks good. Alright, and then now let's switch it from left to right. Shouldn't be more than a 50 difference. All right, looks good. All right, vacuum gauge looks fine. Oil pressure is good, and amp meter, which is, I forget where the amp meter is. Oh, over here. Okay. No, that's exhaust. Oh, the amp meter's around here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. All right, that looks good. Let's test the annunciator. Alright, looks good to me. Alright. Alternate air is still off. Auxiliary boost pump still on low. Let's put our landing lights on and our pitot heat on. Fuel pressure is good. We just checked it. Right over here. Engine idle. Let's get down to 650 ish. That's pretty much all the way at the bottom of the range. All right, looks good. All right, let's move our throttle back up to 1200. All right, let's go taxi out. That red light that keeps on showing up, I don't know if that's really level or if that's like a weight on wheels kind of deal. Alright, we gotta go up here. Live time should be on. I thought I had it on. My bad. Boy. Like Tomcat. Formula Sheep. That's pretty fun. Oh, the P-4060. He's got one of my favorite planes. I gotta fly that plane again soon. That's the Piper Meridian 500. Piper Meridian Malibu, or another name for it. That is one of the most realistic planes that I've ever seen in this simulator. The level of detail with what you have to do, the passengers that get hungry and cranky, and you got to feed them, you got to keep the plane at the right cabin temperature, otherwise they start complaining. They take selfies with you, they pull up in a limousine, and then at the very end, if you, depending on how you land, they either give you a really nice compliment, or they, you know, or they are not your friends anymore then. Do a bad landing, they do not like you. Alright, we are lined up on 17 right. Let's finish our checklist for... Alright, battery switch is on. Everything's on, actually. Landing light, okay, boost pump, turn that off. Engine gauges, everything looks good. Mixture is rich. Alright, flaps, let's put our flaps down for takeoff. Trim, let's move that to a more takeoff type trim. We'll just move it up just a little bit. Cabin doors closed and latched. Alright, so we got all this. Maintain axis. Rotate at 70 KIS. Prop do not exceed. Manifold don't exceed 41 and don't exceed 45. Okay. Oh, we got to plug in our navigation actually. What is HNW? Where we're heading first. It's 115.5. And then the second one is Come on, SWR. 113.2. And we have nav 1, and we have this on nav. All right, very good. Check one more thing down here. And this we want to have on nav. Alright, let's go. Let's release the parking brake. Give it some throttle. Trying to look at OBS at the same time to adjust something. Whoa! Alright, landing gear up.
NorCal approach sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo Echo. Is type Piper Arrow 1 miles west of Ktvl. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspeeds.
Put our flaps up. Move our manifold pressure back just a little bit.
Sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo.
Start turning.
Clear through the Charlie airspace sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo.
Yeah, we need to get up to like 13,000 feet or so. Going into the mountains of Lake Tahoe, so let's move our elevator down a little bit. Flying manually. Alright, let's trim out a couple of things here. So let's turn off our landing lights. Oh, no wonder. Going the wrong direction. There we go. Alright, so cruise climb, we should be setting our manifold pressure to 33 right there.
Frequency change sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo.
Whoa, bitch.
Sub Sierra Charlie Romeo India Bravo. Is type Piper Arrow 1 miles southeast of
Oh.
Charlie.
Oh, our autopilot kicked off. Alright, no problem.
1201 Sub Sierra, Charlie Romeo, India Bravo. Roger Sub Sierra, Charlie Romeo, India Bravo.
There's the autopilot keep kicking off. Autopilot's still not working. I wonder if one of the fuses is out. Doesn't look like it's out. I think we're okay now. I think we're okay now. Alright, we do have to get up to about 13,000 feet. pressure up a little bit. I think it said as long as we don't cross like 31, I think is what it said. No, 33. Alright, well, we're close. Alright, there's 33. We're at about 2450 for props. Speed's pretty good. We got plenty of time to get up to 13,000 feet. So, no huge rush. We just need to get up there by the time we get close to the landing. Because that first part of the chart shows we need to be at, you know, minimum of 12,400. I think the reason the autopilot wasn't kicking on before is because I wasn't leveled properly and the trim wasn't set properly. But we're good now. I was getting a little confused with which buttons moved it up, which buttons moved it down. I thought there was more light switches in here than just that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so far our climb is doing pretty good. I have adjusted the mixture a little bit. I don't really know what the lean setting is. I know when we get up to cruising altitude, move it back enough until it feels like the engine's getting ready to conk out a little bit, like start stuttering, and then move it a little more forward from there. But there's no mixture, like lean mixture thing on here, like the Garmin systems have, where you can go into lean and see which cylinder you need to lean off of. But I think we'll be okay. All right, we can give it a little more juice. Alright, and then elevator trim, lean for altitude, low, and then switch tank periodically. Alright, descent. Alright, all that's fine. Wind's not too bad. Got a nice little tailwind behind us. Yeah, I thought there were more interior lights than this, but I guess there's not. Alright, we're almost at 10,000 feet. Might have to move our elevator trim up a little bit. Alright, let's move our power up a little bit, and let's move our elevator up just one notch. See if we can still maintain around 100. And we still have plenty of time to get to 13,000 feet. I mean, we still have 17 miles until the first stop, and then we have, according to Navigraph, we have another 35 miles on top of that, so. fixture back a little bit. Move our power up a little bit so we can stay close to 33 inches on the pressure, the manifold pressure. Now there is an altitude hold button on this thing. It's back here. We just have to click this placard here, and then from what I understand, the real aircraft doesn't have that feature, but we have it. Thank you for making it. The Piper Comanche that I have has an altitude hold button as well, but that one you have to continually adjust the elevator trim to keep it at the right altitude. It'll hold the altitude, but whatever icon lights up, you need to adjust it up or down accordingly. They did such a good job on this plane. This plane looks so good compared to, I mean, it looks like the real thing. You see this here? This is called Light. That's the tail number of this airplane, Light, like a thumbs up. And the plate number is actually subscribe. So, alright, let's adjust our propeller a little bit more again. We are almost at 13,000 feet. I don't really want to adjust the elevator trim because you can see the wind is blowing us up and down. You know, so we'll gain some, we'll lose some, gain some, lose some. Still have plenty of time to get up to 13,000. What is the altitude of this airport actually? Oh yeah, 6,300, so and we're only going to be going down about 7,000 feet. That's not much at all. But once we start descending towards the airport, it's a continual descent point. It's stepped on the chart here, but you know, for us, it's probably going to be a continual descent. All right, we are almost at 13,000. I believe. Oh no, we're almost at 12,000. Looks like. Let's see what this says here. Yep. Get right across 12,000 feet. Our next part of the trip to get up to SWR, we're going to be heading on a 26 heading. So let's actually, and we got a few more miles. I was going to say we can flip into heading mode, but alright, yep, let's go into heading mode. Let's move our heading indicator over. Put this in heading mode, which is center knob here. Let's move this over to 26. That's pretty close. And let's put this on 113.2. And we'll put the .9. We'll put this one on. Actually, no, we'll leave it for this prior one that we had here. What's HNW again? 115.5. We'll leave it on 115.5. Alright. So, let me move the elevator up a little bit. Again, move our mixture back just a touch. We can see our exhaust temperature really shot up just now with moving that. That's good. That means we get more power to the engine. All right, let's start turning our heading. Let's move this to 113.2 as well. Put you on nav. We are almost at 13,000. We can adjust our speed at that point accordingly. Come on, airplane, let's go. We're almost there, baby. Come on. It's the highest altitude I've ever gone in this airplane. Usually I stay around 5,000 feet or so. We can hear the power of the engine kicking up again when I move that mixture back. Whoa! Whoa! Well, you really shot up in the air, buddy. Come on, elevator. Don't do me like that. Get back up over zero. Oh, we're so close to being able to click it. Yes. Alright, altitude mode is on. Let's move our speed back a little bit. 75. Alright, our mixture might be okay. I'm wondering if... I don't know if any pilots are out there, you can let me know, but we had this needle here in the center. I wonder if that's where we need to try to keep this white line right here. Like if I was to move this a click forward, see how it goes back down. Like I'm wondering if this is like where we need to try to keep it. Turn off strobe lights when close proximity to the ground or during flight with clouds, fog, or haze. Wow, I wonder why we need to turn off the strobe light. I guess it's like high beams in a car, like when you're going through fog and they say like high beams aren't good to have. I wonder if that's like the same principle. That's pretty wild. Oh, I think we have the wrong pilot today. We got the captain. Oh, it's only two views for the fixed camera. All right, no worries. Yeah, I don't know if he's like the right captain for the right pilot for this flight. There we go. There's our plane. Subscribe. Goodbye. Subscribe. Alright, doing a pretty decent job holding our altitude. We have about 27 miles till we get to SWR. We're gonna come in here, head on a 59 heading Kings, pick up this localizer and fly it on in. There's an RNAV approach as well. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do this one here. It's 171 and 108.9. All right, we doing it. Everything is looking good. Go back. This is an extremely fun plane to fly. You can just imagine the real plane being as much fun. Just imagine. I really do need to get my pilot's license, man. I've been jonesing for that thing for so long now. I haven't had the time or the money. That's been the biggest thing. Time and money. It's very tough to make time in with my situation here. Money's been an issue for a few years now. But I really just need to pull the trigger on it finally. I think I'd be a decent pilot. You know, it would take a lot of work, but I think I could learn how to do it pretty well. Actually, I know I can. I don't want to say I think. I know I can. Yeah, I'll be back regular time tonight as well. Not sure what we're going to be doing. We might be flying more simulators, but we might be doing some other stuff tonight. I have a video that I need to edit as well. I recorded a full ATR 72 video today with Air Caribbeas or Air Caribbees from the other airport on St. Martin down to Guadalupe. Pretty fun flight. ILS landing. A couple procedure turns. Well, one procedure turn. Holding a DME arc as well for about 14 miles out of the VOR station while we were coming in for landing. Pretty good flight. It was a fun flight. Actually, I really enjoyed that flight today. That was fun. All right, we have 17 miles. Yep. Speed's doing good. So what speed do we need to be at for landing here? Let's see. Alright, Rich, we already got the boost pump on. So about 75 for landing. What else is in there? Well, we need to get back up to 13,000. think this is good. Alright, very good. Alright, so now we're at 13,000. Getting ready to hit SWR. From SWR, we need to go on a heading of about 59 degrees. And we need to plug in 108.9. Let's actually move ourselves into heading mode. Guessing that's Lake Tahoe over there. I don't know for sure, but something tells me that's Lake Tahoe. Alright, we got about 3 miles until we're going to turn. Oh, this thing does have an ILS indicator. Okay. I don't think it'll do an ILS landing, but it does have a localizer thing, I believe. Yeah, localize on normal and reverse. Who knows? Maybe it will do an ILS. I don't think it will. Alright, we need to go on a 59-degree heading for about 14.2 miles. We're getting ready to make our turn. We got just about a mile. Alright, very good. Let's turn to 59. Alright, and let's put this at 113.2. And then 108.9. It's 59. We're pretty close to 59 there. Oh yeah, we gotta change this OBS dial down here. What does that gotta be on? 171. 50, 60. Alright, there we go. Once we get to 14, or like 13.2 miles, we're going to start turning on a 171 heading. Grab that localizer, and I don't think this will do. It's an LDA landing. I don't know. I don't know if this will, you know, I don't know. I don't think it'll land itself. What did it say landing speed was again? I think it's at 70. 75. Put our landing lights back on. Pretty much lined up with 59-degree course or heading, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Dollar Point. That's a cool name for a town. Dollar Point. Our airport should be right over here. We're at 9.2 miles. We got about 4 miles to go before we turn. Almost ready to turn. Looking here, it says here we got 11.4, 11.5. I'm looking for 13.2. I think a mile is a good distance for a turn in this airplane. If we're in a faster airplane, we could do it 2 miles out. But, you know, 100, 120, 130 knots. I think about a mile out is okay. I could be wrong. Alright, we're almost ready. Alright, let's get it. We need to start descending as well, so let's untoggle that and start going down a little bit. Let's reduce our propeller a bit. Oops. Wrong way, Greg. Wrong way. Wrong way on the elevator. There we go. No, Greg, go down. Come on, airplane, do your thing. Alright, we just activated the localizer. The localizer will keep us on track. We just need to keep on descending. kind of half tempted to fly this thing on my own. To control this descent a little better. Yeah, let me do this one. I feel better about that. Not that I don't trust autopilot, but that elevator, all I was doing was clicking it up one and then down one, and it was shooting like all the way down to 2,000, and then all the way back up again. Now the landing chart says it's off course by 5.5 degrees, but I don't know which way it's off. Mixture all the way back up. Round, round, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Alright, so we got about 9.5 miles. So we should be at about 9,500 feet right now. Alright, we're not doing too bad, actually. Round, round, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Alright, show yourself, airport. Give me a big old smile. Let me run this right down your throat. Let me just put this bird back in this cage. Right, 7 miles out, we should be at about 8,800 feet. We're a little lower than we should be. That's okay. Landing altitude is about 6,300. Out of all the flights I've done, I don't think I've ever landed at this airport. I think I ever have. I've taken off from here a few times, but I don't think I've ever landed at this airport. Alright, let's put the landing gear down. About 1,000 miles above landing altitude. Alright, I see the airport. We are about 5 degrees off. It's 5 degrees to the east. flaps down. I believe it only has 2 flap settings. Might have 3, but I think it's only 2. The runway anymore. We only got 2.5 miles left. Is that the airport over here? We might have to do a little bit of a go around. Yep, that is the airport. Oh, we might be able to land this still. Flaps full. Alright, so it's 5.5 degrees to the west. Not to the east. This is going to be a touchy landing. It's really windy.
Enter right traffic runway 18 sub Sierra, Charlie Romeo, India Bravo.
We floated it. Man, we floated it. Shit. I'll take that minus 137 though. Oh shit. Look at that thing. We gotta get a screenshot of that. Oh shit. No. That's right, I'll capture it in editing. Look at that now. That was a good landing. Alright, let's park up here at Lake Tahoe. It's a cute little airport. We got a special place for us? No, we're not going back up there. No, no, no. I will take that landing. Minus 137. She. Alright, parking brake on. Welcome to Lakes Tahoe. Alright, let's turn this plane off. Flaps up, okay. Let's put the yokes away. Let's get this tablet back on aircraft mode. Alright, so strobe lights off. We can turn the landing lights off. We can put that down. Guess it would be the anti-collision lights. Alright, elevator trim. Let's set that back to neutral. Yeah, pretty much is neutral already. Alright. Shut down. Parking brake is set. Let's turn all the avionics off. Alright, let's see here. Engine idle. Alright, mixture idle cutoff. Magneto's off. Alright, beacons off. Heat off. Nav lights off. Alright, battery off. Alternator off. And let's put this here. Chocks tie down its tow bar. And save this.
State saving enabled.
And that's it. Alright, I'm leaving. I'll be back later on tonight. Do all them YouTube things that you're supposed to do for YouTube. And I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See ya!